follow my writing, you may be curious in my writing updates. So I am currently working on the fifth and final Ranger of the Titan Wilds book, The Titan Revenant, this series right here. And it is going very well. I've already had previously drafted the first half of it. Now I am editing that half and getting a fair bit way through that. So that later on, sorry, my cat's moving us. Later on, it won't be so bad to edit, as well as I'm picking up the threads of where I left off so I can draft the second half of it. So I expect that to be done in the next couple of months. And then it'll release in roughly March or April of next year. I'm also in the final editing stages of the first book in my sequel series to Legend of Tal. This series right here. I haven't announced, I previously announced a title for it that has changed. It used to be called Legend of Laris. Now I'm switching that up slightly. But the first book, which is pretty massive at 226,000 words, biggest one I've ever written, about, approaching a Brandon Sanderson, one of the slimmer Brandon Sanderson novels. But yeah, in any case, I'm very excited to be releasing that soon, and I'll announce more information as I have it, including something that should be happening in the next 3 or so months. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, I just have a niggling new idea. I always kind of have these new ideas sprouting up in the back of my mind. Curse of being a writer. This one, despite I've written a lit RPG trilogy originally, and I thought I would never write lit RPG again, even though I enjoyed my experience. I thought it was solidly an epic fantasy. However, I have another lit RPG idea. It's quite different from that one, which was more of the standard fantasy, sort of D&D rules-based thing. And this one is more like sci-fi and cyberpunk and all that. So I'm sure it'll eventually leave me alone, but right now I'm enjoying spending my evenings and free time dreaming about it. So that's what I got going writing on. My fellow writers, let me know what you're writing. Fellow readers, let me know what you're reading, and I'll hear you in the comments.